Good evening. Here's the world news from BGI TV. I am yours faithfully, Mori Rebila Lawal. First are the major headlines for the world news. Buhari Atiku, leaders who can't publicly condemn Deborah's killings are cowards. Fani Kaide. Still on Deborah's issue, Atiku's action shows Nigerian politicians only care about votes, Mr. Macaroni. On Deborah Samuel issue, still, there will be reprisal, civil war if you fail to act now. Oriwa to Buhari, Tambua. One burned to death as vehicle catches fire on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. On strike, protesting students block highways in Ogun, Osun, others. Still on strike, soldiers attempt running over protesters in Ibadan. 3 wounded after explosion in Afghan mosque during Friday prayer. That's from the foreign. And still on foreign story on a bad note, UAE President Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed dies at 73. And sports. Eagle striker Umar set to guide Almeria to La Liga. Now the news in detail. Former Aviation Minister Fani Kaide has expressed anger over the decision by some prominent leaders in Nigeria to keep mum on the killing of Deborah Samuel, a student of Shehu Shagari College of Education, Sokoto. They post report that while the matter of the 200-level student was burned to alive for allegedly insulting Prophet Muhammad, trends online, some Nigerian leaders are yet to speak up. As of the time of filing this report, President Muhammad Buhari is yet to react to the unfortunate incident which occurred on Thursday. Similarly, a presidential aspirant under the platform of People Democratic Party, PDP, who earlier condemned the incident in a post on his Twitter and Facebook handles, has pulled down the content. Atiku's decision is currently triggering reactions as the former vice president is trending as #1 on Twitter. Reacting, Fani Kaide said the leaders, no matter their positions, who are yet to publicly condemn their mother are nothing but cowards. On his verified Twitter handle, FFK wrote, any so-called leader that remains silent and refuses to publicly condemn the mother of Deborah is a coward. I don't care who or what you are. If you cannot bring yourself to condemn this cold-blooded and horrific mother, then you are nothing but a coward, and I have contempt for you. To another story, which is still from the death of Deborah, comedian Mr. Macaroni has called out presidential aspirant Atiku Abubakar after he deleted Facebook and Twitter posts condemning the killing of a 200-level student of Shehu Shagari College of Education, Deborah Samuel. Deborah was burned alive by a mob in Sokoto State for allegedly insulting Prophet Muhammad. Daily Post had reported that Atiku deleted his post shortly after some fanatics threatened his 2023 presidential ambition. Mr. Macaroni in his tweet stated that Atiku's action shows politicians do not care about the people, but only play to the gallery to secure vote. His tweet read, Atiku deleting the tweet condemning the Christian mother of Deborah shows what we have been preaching this whole election season. Politicians don't care for people. They only play the gallery when seeking for our vote. The people must see beyond these gimmicks. Still on the said mother of Deborah, Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Oriwa, has condemned the conspiracy silence for over 24 hours of President Muhammad Buhari over the brutal hacking to death of a 200-level Christian student of the Sokoto College of Education, Ms. Deborah Samuel Yakubu, by Islamic extremists in the school over alleged blasphemy. Oriwa warned that reprisals may become inevitable if the case of a mother of Deborah in Sokoto is swept under the carpet like similar cases of murders of Christians over alleged blasphemy by Islamists in Kubwa, Abuja, and twice in Kano State. The rights group told Sokoto State Governor Alhaji Aminu Tamboa and the hierarchy of the ill-fated school that the blood of the innocent Christian girl murdered in broad daylight is on their heads, and generations unborn won't forgive them for their seemingly ominous inaction. Oriwa said it is urgent that the strongest deterrent action provided by law is applied against the killers of Deborah, who are even captured on video recordings, or else the federal government has unwittingly authorized that reprisals should occur, and the violence will do Nigeria no good because religious violence could lead to a civil war. President Muhammad Buhari did this affirmation orally but generally asked a reaction because the perceived or suspected killers are Igbos an ethnicity that his administration has treated with the short end of the stick for not voting for him in 2015 and 2019. So another tragic event. One person was burned to death on Friday as a vehicle went up in flames around the long bridge axis of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Correspondent on the ground who was at the accident scene observed that the vehicle veered off the road and plunged beneath the bridge. Officials of the Federal Road Safety Corps, who were among the first responders at the scene, told the Punch that rescue operations were ongoing. It was also gathered that some occupants of the shared vehicle were evacuated to a nearby hospital. So another story concerning the strike. ASU students have on Friday continued protests across the country over the lingering strike action of the Academic Staff Union of Universities. Students of Olabisi Onabanjo University are going. Ogun State trooped out in the numbers and blocked the Ijebu-Ode-Ibadan Express Road. Similarly, a mass of other students from the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, went on a joint protest with counterparts in Ogun State as organized under the banner of the National Association of Nigerian Students, the Ogun Joint Campus Committee. They blocked the Abeokuta-Ibadan Express Road, ran Camp Funab Junction. In Osun State, students of Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, led by 22-year-old Abraham Omoumi, popularly called Ewati, resumed their second-day protest on the Ife-Ibadan Expressway, blocking the popular OUI roundabout at Oduduwa University, Ikwetumodu, with a lot of road users left stranded. This was also as students were still protesting in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, where they moved from the University of Ibadan in Agbo, Songo, Mokola, etc. One of the protesters, a former president of Tai Sholari University of Education, Ogun State, Shonaye Abdulaziz, said, vehicles going from Abeokuta to Ibadan are on standstill now. Funab and Federal College of Education Oshiene roads are on lockdown as well. We are resilient and making a statement. The federal government must listen to Nigerian students. Still on ASU strike, students protesting against strike action of the Academic Staff Union of Universities on Friday in Ibadan had a face-off with a team of the Nigerian Army, who, in a bid to force their way through blockage by the students, almost ran them over with their vehicle. The video obtained by the Punch showed protesting students almost falling off as military vehicle attempted to advance through them. The students had gathered at the front gate of the University of Ibadan for a third-time protest, calling on the federal government to accede to the demands of the striking lecturers in order to fast-track the reopening of public institutions which have been shut down for 88 days. One of the students, identified simply as Lolo, who narrated the incident to correspondent, said the police had already blocked major roads because of the protests too, so we also barricaded our side. But the soldiers just came down with a gun. He even cocked his gun as if he was going to shoot, and everybody was surprised. Maybe he was angry or triggered. If his bosses were not there, he would have shot at us. Another protester said, yes, they almost ran over us, they cocked the gun. In case you're just joining, you are watching the world news from BGI TV. Now, first of the foreign story. At least 3 worshippers were wounded in an explosion inside a Kabul mosque on Friday, according to police. Kabul spokesperson Khalid Zedran said the blast was set so as to target worshippers at the Ayub Esabel mosque. He said the casualties figure were based on initial information, as local sources said the number of victims could be higher. More precise information, including the source of the blast, was not initially available. A wave of serious attacks has been rocking Afghanistan. Islamic State has claimed responsibility for majority of the attacks. In recent months, more than 100 people have been killed in attacks on mosques, religious minorities, and schools. To the second foreign story. UAE President Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan has died at the age of 73, Emirates News Agency WAM reported on Friday. The Ministry of Presidential Affairs declared official national mourning for the death of the president for 40 days from Friday. Flags will fly at half-mast during this period. Work in both public and private sectors will be paused for 3 days. Also, from Friday, the Dubai media officer clarified, involving in day-to-day affairs with his brother Abu Dubai's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Zayed, seen as the de facto ruler. Sheikh Khalifa, who has rarely been seen in officials or photos or at public events for years, succeeded his father and the UAE's founder Sheikh Zayed in 2004. He suffered a stroke a decade later, keeping him largely out of public sight ever since. The world's tallest tower in the UAE's Emirate of Dubai is named the Burj Khalifa after the late ruler. And finally, sports story. Almeria will be banking on their most informed striker Sadiq Umar in their quest to gain promotion to the Spanish top flight as they take on Real Sociedad B on Friday, today Punch Extra reports. The game has all the makings of a thrilling contest as both sides head into the clash on a 3-match winning streak. Almeria made it 3 straight wins last time out as they edged out Amorebieta 3-0 on home turf, with Umar scoring his side's third goal in the 89th minute to seal all 3 points. They are now unbeaten in each of their last 6 outings, claiming 4 wins and 2 draws in that time. With 3 games to go, Almeria are currently top of the league standing with a 2-point cushion over second place Eibar. The Nigerian international has been instrumental to Almeria this season and has contributed 28 goals, 17 goals and 11 assists in 33 games. That was the world news from BGI TV, but before we go, some major headlines. Buhari Atiku, leaders who can't publicly condemn Deborah's killings are cowards. Fani Kayode, still on Deborah's killing. Atiku's action shows Nigerian politicians only care about both Mr. Macaroni. To the foreign story, we brought to you UAE President Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed dies at age 73. Finally, sports. Eagle striker Umar set to guide Almeria to La Liga. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube channel, the handle is Baba Bagide Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to enjoy our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagide Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page for you to access our broadcast. On Instagram, Bagide Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, both outdoors. The phone number streaming on your screen is a direct line to call strictly for advert placement. Thank you for watching. I am Moriwe Rebila Lawal. Good evening.
Oh, na na na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV.